1950s Rugby League. And last year, he proudly led Scotland out at Headingley when they played their World Cup quarter-final match against New Zealand. David Rose. Next is a gentleman born in Peebles, George Fairbairn, brought up in Coldstream and of course a star of Kelso Rugby Union. George moved to Rugby League with Wigan in 1974 and within 6 months was picked for England. His mother was born in England. Became England's record point scorer until overtaken recently by Kevin Sinfield and won 16 caps and was capped 17 times by Great Britain. George played in the World Cup final and was the world's record transfer fee from Wigan to Hull KR. He led Rovers to 2 championships and a Challenge Cup final. When he retired from playing, George both coached and managed Scotland for many years. The next gentleman was involved with founding Scotland Rugby League. John Risman is son of Gus Rumson, one of the great all-time players of Rugby League of all time. He had a long job himself and a long professional career with Fulham and Workington and played for the Carlisle club. He was instrumental in bringing Rugby League to the Borders and to Scotland as a whole. He coached and managed many Scotland student teams and Scotland amateur teams, and he tried often to keep players out of the trouble off the pitch all over the world. He coached the first Scotland team and was at the launch meeting of Scotland Rugby League and has been a mainstay over the last 20 years. The next member is Rob Valentine. Rob is from Hoyt. He is a second row and of course followed his older brother Dave to Huddersfield in 1963 and was a great success at the Far Town, winning a Great Britain cap against Australia in 1967. He moved on to Wakefield Trinity before ending his career with Keighley in 1975. He also represented the other nationalities team and stayed in Huddersfield coaching amateur and junior rugby league for many years. Our next guest is one of first of 2 brothers. Stan Cowan, the younger brother of Ron, was a winger who moved south from Selkirk after representing the south of Scotland at Union, and for Hull FC scored 66 tries in 163 appearances and appeared in 2 successive Challenge Cup finals in 1959 and 1960, staying at Hull for 12 years. His father also played league, having moved to Hull in 1926. His brother Ron was a star for Scotland and British Lions Rugby Union teams. So when he left for Selkirk for Leeds in 1962, it was quite a surprise. A winger or a centre, he was twice Leeds top scorer and scored in their championship final defeat to St Helens in 1970 before winning the title with Leeds a year later. He scored 119 tries in 232 games for Leeds. He later joined Hull FC before finishing at Carlisle. We now move on to some of the personnel who